Astros and Dodgers for Game 5 of the 2015 World Series. The series is currently tied up at 2 games apiece. We've had 4 close games as the Astros have edged out both games 1 and 4, and the Astros have edged out games 2 and 3. The Astros struck first is in the top of the second. Reimer Liriano, don't call him Mr. October, don't call him Mr. November, call him Game 5 as he comes up with the first run of the ball game in the World Series, and he had the walk-off in the ALCS Game 5. And then the very next batter, Jonathan VR, thought he was going to have himself an RBI, but Matt Kemp, part-time baseball player, full-time sniper, guns down Reimer Liriano at the plate. The Dodgers didn't waste any time to strike back, as in the bottom of the third, the very next inning, Carl Crawford showed the kids at home that even the flashy players can do the small things, as he came up with some nice situational hitting, and he drove in the game-tying run. And then in the very next inning, Hanley Ramirez came up as he got that win on the perfect hit and run. There was nobody covering second base, and they came around to take the 2-1 lead. But if anyone on the Astros had anything to say about it, it's going to be Kendrys Morales the handyman as he came up in the top of the 6th, and he blasted that one to dead center to tie the ball game up at 2. Then later that inning, the catcher Mike Zunino came up to the plate with a runner on third, and he ripped it down the left field line and drove in George Springer, and he gave the Astros a 3-2 lead. But that measly 1-run lead wasn't enough, as in the bottom of the 7th, Mike Foltynewicz gave A.J. Ellis a pitch to hit, and he took advantage of it, just barely getting it over the fence for a 3-run shot. And that gave the Dodgers a 5-3 lead, and that would prove to be enough as Kenley Jansen came out in the top of the 9th, and he got the pinch-hitting Donald Nakayama to pop up to Matt Kemp in center, and that was how the cookie crumbled in this one. The Dodgers take Game 5 by a score of 5-3, and they take a 3-2 lead in the series. They are 1 win away from clinching the World Series, as the series heads back to Minute Maid Park for Game 6, and if necessary, a Game 7. And with that being said, that'll wrap things up here in the studio. Don't forget to tune in next time here on Houston Astros Network for Game 6 of the 2015 World Series.